everybody, what's up? I'm here for Tuesday Talks, even though I'm recording it a heck of a lot earlier. So the question this week for Tuesday Talks is, what are your favorite settings for novels? And I had to sit and think about this for a little bit, because really I'm open to read about anything, but I will say my least favorite is space. I have yet to really find a book that I like or appreciate that's set in space. I have read a few. Ender's Game, I read that freshman year of high school, and I don't know, that book kind of disturbed me just a little bit. And I can't really think of any other space books right now, but just even with movies, I really just am not a space fan, which is weird. I don't know, I'm such a sciencey person that I feel like that is kind of odd now that I think about it. But anyways, settings that I do like, probably one of my favorite settings is like present time, like right now, right here, but with either, how it is, and then just like magic realism, kind of, it's a normal day life, and then there's this other stuff that happens, or really just like anything else that's happening right now, whether it's, could be completely real or, fantasy, anything. I just kind of like, kind of present time, because it makes you stop and think and like, what if this is real? Maybe it could be true. And I don't know, I like books that do that make me see the world just a little different, or, even just make me daydream and see the world differently through daydreams. But, so that's definitely one of my favorite is, present time, whatever's going on. Like, Harry Potter, I kind of assume present time. In my mind, it's present time. And, but it's just like a whole nother world. That's another fun thing, where it's, here now, but there's a whole nother world underneath that we don't know about. Other than that, I do like, I guess, historical fictions. His Fair Assassins trilogy by Robin LaFairs that I'm on the last book right now. That's a historical fiction, and I really like it. It is a fantasy as well. So, really any fantasy novel where it's like a completely different world is always cool. Or even kind of like I said with Harry Potter, where there's this world, and then you can go into a totally different world, or even a totally different realm, something that runs along with that. But I will say with that, where, like, let's say, with Narnia, or if you've ever read the series, what is that? Ink Exchange, I know, is the second book. It's by Melissa Mars. It's her fairy series, where there's like the whole other fairy world. I do like series like that. My only problem or settings like that, my only problem is the time difference. I don't know why, I just get screwed up. It messes with me where, let's say you go into fairyland, and a day there is like a minute here, or, vice versa. I just want it to be on the, buttons fell. I just want it to be all on the same time. Like, I want to be able to, let me go spend a lunch over in Fairyland, and it's, my hour there is still an hour here. Or, let's say it's okay, like Narnia, those kids, like, lived an entire life, which seemed a little crappy, live an entire life, and then come back, and they've only been gone for a couple hours. I don't know, I'm cool with, let's say, I don't know, let's just say like a day in another world is only like an hour here. I'm cool with that, but any more, or, in the reverse, really makes me mad. Like the series by Melissa Mars, which I cannot think what it is. I'm going to post it right here. in one of the books, towards one of the later books, one of the characters makes a deal, has to spend 30 days in the fairy world, and then can spend, what is it, like the rest of the year in the human world. But then we find out 30 days in fairy world is like 6 effing months in the real world, and that made me so mad, because, so much shit went down. But, yeah. So, just to recap, present time, number 1 favorite setting I do like. Doesn't matter if it's fantasy, magic realism, or, completely realism, I guess. Historical fiction is my favorite, or is number 2. I'm cool with kind of future stuff. It really depends. It really just depends on the book. I've read some dystopia books that are cool, that I like the setting, like Hunger Games, or maybe even like a not so distant future, like Uninvited by Sophie Jordan, where it's only like 10 years in advance or something. I like settings like that, but just sometimes where it's, I don't know. But anyways, and then I also really, I do enjoy if it's a fantasy, fantasy, and they create a whole nother world. Totally cool with me. If you can do it well, I'm totally there for you, and I'll totally read your book. So, oh, it's a bottle of nail polish this time that fell. Anyways, yeah, I hope you guys tell me what your favorite settings are for a novel. I'm always interested to see or hear what other people like. But I will see you soon, probably for a book review or even weekend review. I'll see you soon. It's bound to happen. Bye, guys.